My vision was to create a faculty practice that actually generated revenue. And we ran faculty practices for a while, but found that it really wasn't the end all. Most faculty practices serve the underserved populations, don't make a lot of money, and usually lose money, or else they're grant funded and the grants run out, and then the programs end. So we said, what can we do? What's going on across the country? How can we be creative and look at things differently? So we decided to run businesses. So we started different business lines. Our first initiative was Passport Health, and you probably saw the Passport Health Center. Mm-hmm. So that was a franchise. We purchased a franchise, and not only did it increase the visibility, but two of the docs were running travel health clinics. They closed their clinics and became our employees. So they were our medical directors, and it was a nursing-run program, which gave the school visibility. It brought in revenue. We now have three sites, and we're serving 8 different counties. People kept coming forward with new ideas, and we created new models of care. So we said, what's going to happen in education? We want to be on the cutting edge. We want to know what's going on in practice. We don't want to be lagging behind. We want to be the leaders. So we went out and created new models. One of those was Health Checkpoint. In fact, I was at a meeting this morning about how we're going to spin this initiative out. It's really a wellness model where we go into corporations and provide health promotion services, which isn't unique, but what's unique is adding the technology to it. And we're having all sorts of interest from different corporations, and we have people interested in partnering with us. So that's what we do, is try and be innovative, and that excites students. What we're doing with the business school, we're using the Young Entrepreneurs Club, and they're helping. So when we spin out businesses, they actually do the valuation of the company. They help us with business plans, and they're a great group of kids, and then they have the faculty mentors. Yeah. So we're trying to use what we have on site and not redevelop the wheel. Right. We spent the first year looking at what we currently offer, where we can make inroads and what we currently offer. And then the plan had been to create a cluster in the Leadership in Healthcare Systems Master's Program. And as I've been thinking about it, and I thought, well, should it be a minor? Should it be a cluster? What should it be? I was a little worried about the numbers. So Raffaella and I have been talking about how do we do something jointly with 2 small schools where we could have the right numbers of students. She already has one course developed. I would develop another one, and then the overview course that the Simon School offers. So that's where we're going this year. That's what we're trying to create. And the next year, I want to really look at how do we include the students in clinical sites, in the businesses. Let them get experience. Let them work with the Simon students. Right. So as they're doing business plans or as they're doing the costing of the companies, how do we get them much more involved in those kinds of activities? There's the key year at the university, and while these students might not be interested in the whole year, I think there's ways that they can look at that in a creative ways. For example, we had one APNN student, that's our accelerated baccalaureate program, and he was not interested in doing bedside nursing. He wanted to learn about nursing, and then he wanted to use those skills to apply them in business. So not everyone that's coming to the baccalaureate program wants to be a bedside nurse, which I thought was fascinating. They want to learn nursing so they can then help promote the profession, but come up with new models of doing things. We have done incredible things in the School of Nursing, and I don't mean to be.
Everybody agrees with that.
But what has done it is entrepreneurship. I mean, I am just 100% convinced that's what changed the School of Nursing, because it changed the culture. And if you know, at traditional academics, people are slow to respond. Creativity is nice, but I don't know that that's right for us kind of attitude. But when I took over, the school was in significant financial trouble. So we realized we needed to do something different. What got the faculty buy-in at that point in time was the only thing that was making money was the Center for Nursing Entrepreneurship. And we had dollars that we then invested in research and education. And the faculty saw this, and they lived it. And so for them, it's second nature now. Whatever we think is fine, they're tremendously supportive. So that really has changed the entire culture in the school. And that's what other schools can do. I think that's what's so exciting. First of all, I like to increase the awareness of what nursing entrepreneurship is and what it can do for a school of nursing. What it can do is change the culture, and it can create an excitement, a new way of providing nursing care. we can't provide nursing care in the future the way we're doing it today. There are not going to be enough nurses. And once people recognize this and get excited about it and look at new ways of doing things, it will make a huge difference for the profession. So I think it's just helping people see that they need to think about things differently.